Hello everybody, and thank you so much for tuning back in for another episode of the Soulver Weekly Forecast. We have a really interesting topic that I personally would love to ask about, and it is about the leap year. What kind of energy does it hold? Does it hold any new energy? I mean, it's an extra day that we get.
It's actually a really, really cool question, and I've never been asked this ever.
There you go.
In all of the years I've been on the planet.
Wow.
So,
cool.
and that's a lot. So we were definitely looking into this, and how does it change the energy? Why does it change the energy? We're virtually like gaining a day, and we're just talking before about the people that are actually born on this day, and you have a birthday once every 4 years,
which
is kind of freaky, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, let's have a look and see, does the leap year, what does the leap year do energetically for all of us? And being in a leap year, obviously, I mean, this year is just full on. Like, you know, I've had so many people. I did a live last night, and there's so many people asking, like, when's it going to get better? You know, because it's so hard right now, guys. But I really feel that this year is sweeping changes, and like the 29th actually adds up to an 11, which is a master number.
It is, that makes sense.
And it is very much about choices and making decisions. So this is your decision year, everybody.
Ooh.
Get those decisions happening.
That's a good one. Yeah.
And look at the bottom of the deck. Exactly telling us that sweeping changes means cutting losses and getting out of situations we no longer want to be in. So the Seven of Swords actually represents a lot in this instance. So it's not just a case of, I've had enough, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
It's, I've had enough. What can I take with me as I'm leaving?
Yes.
Sometimes this card turns up when people are divorcing for that reason. But it also shows up when people are making really big life changes, because obviously when you're cutting ties and you're moving out of a situation, you don't just move out with nothing, because you're going to be learning lessons from the past. You must take those things with you.
Absolutely.
So take all the good stuff, all the stuff you've learnt and that has benefited you, and leave all the negative stuff behind. And I think that's a really crucial lesson for this year. Oh, yeah. So we have an Ace of Swords to start with. Now, crucial lessons, meaning swift changes that are coming out of nowhere, like virtually, offers or redundancies, or, financial freedom versus financial ruin. I mean, it's virtually, the pendulum can swing either way. And so it is a very tumultuous year for a lot of people, but you're only getting what is right for you on your karmic path. So whatever that might be is the very essence of this swing, if you like. One thing that it will happen, though, is that it's going to be super fast.
I was just about to ask you that. That's so interesting. I was literally about to say, because of the energy of this year, does it speed up things that are like, you have to deal with it now? Like, get it out of the way. So thank you for answering my...
It will be overwhelming.
Tell that question.
Mind melding. But yes, I mean, what it's about really is, I know I can't do this anymore. You wake up one morning and you just think, that's it. I'm not going into work. I'm ringing them up and just telling them, or I'm not in this friendship anymore. I'm not in this relationship anymore. This is a year of complete and utter change and cutting through all the stuff that you don't need. So it's big.
That's great though. Yeah. Ooh, that's great. Not for some people.
And of course, because of that comes the Tower card. Now, I actually look at this card as a positive. Mainly because I think we all need to shake up every now and then to sort of get us on the right path and help us to move forward. Because if you're really comfortable somewhere and you're sitting with your feet up, then you're not likely to move or do anything, are you?
No, that's it.
So, but the Tower tends to come to people who don't look at the initial softer lessons, thinking, oh yeah, I have that feeling, maybe I'll change. No. Once they've done that a few times, then it's called the cosmic kick up the bum, right? Where you just go, nah, I've got to do this right now, or it'll be done for you.
Which isn't always the best way.
No.
I'm sure some of you know.
But when you're looking back on these moments, quite often you go, wow, that was really hard, but I just learned so much and I grew so much from that situation.
Wow, big cards,
Yeah, so what we're looking at here, of course, Major Arcana cards, big deal cards. This Emperor, it really represents the masculine in all of us, that someone who is strong, a leader, someone who can make decisions and actually be responsible for their actions. And so that all of those things are encompassed in this particular year. You will find out all sorts of juicy bits and pieces. Things cannot be held back. The truth will be shown. And all the past lies will come to the surface. Can't avoid it.
I just had a really funny thought. Like, it's like the lessons of the 4 years comes around every single time. It's like, you might have put it on hold. You got to deal with it this year. That's so interesting.
It's certainly shaping up to look like that.
Absolutely.
And with the moon card too, I mean, a lot of the time people don't want to see it because it's too hurtful. It just would harm their being if they knew the truth. Unfortunately, this is the sort of energy that goes, well, sorry, you have to be shown anyway.
Yeah.
So it is also the time for a leader to rise. And this is somebody I feel on the planet already who will show himself as being and it is a he, show himself as being a very studious, thoughtful, articulate, extremely articulate, so it's not anyone in charge at the moment, and would actually help a lot of people with, philanthropy and just really being a kind person. And I think he sets the bar for keeping in mind that a lot of people are very depressed right now. There's been so much going on. The losses that have been suffered over the last 4 years have been enormous. I mean, it started in 2020 with COVID, and the rest of the 4 years has been like this tumultuous time for so many. So what it's doing now is that we're really looking to our professionals, we're looking to our leaders, and we're looking to people that can actually take the reins and go, let's get us back on track again. There'll be one person here who's really going to show that, somebody who shines out above all others.
Ooh.
I do feel like we are going to be heading towards a really different way of doing things on this planet. Certainly past readings have indicated that. There'll be, the old going out and the new coming in. I don't believe in the greater one government thing, which has been talked about. The plan of doing that, making everybody the same, that sounds a little bit communist to me, to be honest. But I think that there certainly will be a different way of doing things where everybody has unity and everybody gets what they need. And I do feel like this is coming, and it's this year that it's starting. And this is the big victory card here in the home environment for everyone. And look, the strength coming through.
That's great.
Hey, I don't know if there's a big comet coming through soon. Something's telling me astrologically we're going to see something in the skies. It's actually going to be quite profound. And when that comes through, it will herald in a whole new age on Earth.
That's really cool.
That just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Look that up in a couple of months. All right. And don't worry, don't sweat the small stuff, basically. What this is saying to us is that big things are going to happen. We're not worried about small things. If you've lost your sock, let it go, okay? It's the big stuff that makes the difference. And in saying that, we are setting up the world for our little people as well, and we're making it a safe haven for them to grow up in. So there's going to be a lot more focus on the children as well after this year.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That gave us so much insight into the leap year and what comes around every 4 years.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and be sure to subscribe to this channel because it lets us know that you guys are enjoying it and we can keep making them. Give this video a thumbs up, pop your comments down below, and we do also have a notification bell which lets you know when we post every single time, so be sure to hit that one. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.